So
it's hard.
she's been stressed out, right? I saw you said something that women, when they stress, there's some type of thing they should do to relieve that stress. Can you go into detail about that?
Yes. So there's this concept that, you said you work in corporate, so I believe you're feminine, but you're in a corporate world that can make you masculine, even though you're not trying to be, right? Because I
have a lot of masculine tendencies.
No,
I can see that, but I can see that you don't want that to be the case.
It very well.
You try really hard to make sure that you still stay feminine, and I think that could be your challenge in dating. Is that you're such a force, like you're so tall and you're this Leo, and it's just like a lot of guys might be like, oh, and you're corporate. It might be very intimidating for most guys, right? Not all of them, but probably most are going to be like, oh, I am fucking with that.
Yeah,
they might be like, oh, I might climb that tree once, but I don't want to plant that tree in my backyard kind of thing, right? Yeah. So for women who are like high stress, working in high stress environments or masculine roles, a great thing that we think and that we have studied in the Tantric philosophy is anal. Because anal sex is because what it is, it's an energetic thing. So there's a panavayu, which is like a downward spiraling moving energy that's always happening. In women like yourself who maybe have more like high tense, corporate jobs and things like that, more masculine traits, that energy is flowing really fast. And it's hard to move that energy up. And what we know about energy is we want to always be sublimating, meaning taking energy up versus bringing it down. Right. So that's why we always put our hand here. We have the third eye. We want to bring the energy up. So when you have anal sex, that downward apanavayu energy starts moving up. It releases the tension and you become more feminine, you become more relaxed. And if you relax into it, you can have one of the most crazy climaxes of your life.
Makes sense. I get it.
So that's
you hear that? Anal sex is cool. You like anal sex? You ever done it before?
She's like,
look at that smile. We know what that means.
Well, what do you want to find out?
I'm just watch out. I'm just asking.
What are you asking for?
Yeah, for guys too, right? Because I like they be making fun of me because I like women, they toss me salad, right? Don't put nothing in me though. Don't finger me. Don't go that far.
Thank you.
Am I right?
So I was just on a podcast and they were saying it's gay.
What? Anal sex?
No, dude, like anal play.
Yeah, just don't poke me though.
Yeah, anal play for men. Like,
eat
like,
me
isn't
up,
that where they're because. And some men even go as far, and every man has their standard, has their
have your own rules. Yeah.
Have your own rules. It is not gay unless it's a male lingam.
Yes.
It's just not gay. It's your body, and every person's body, according to their desires, their sign, their all these things, makes them more prone to different types of sexual pleasure and fetishes. So I think it was fresh in them. They were saying, "Oh, that's gay." No, and I'm like, "No, you've obviously never had it."
Yeah, they're not connected to their body. Eat me up to the moon.
They don't
crazy
because there's some men.
Correct.
There's some very confident men that would be like, "I want my ass to be eaten. I want that." And you know what? I'd be the first person to do it because
you'll do it.
I would absolutely. I've done it before.
I did this with the barber.
The barber
he loved that shit.
Yeah, if you love it,
and I love it too.
You love it too.
I was too. It was very primitive, and I'm a Virgo. I'm an Earth sign, and I'm a Leo. So I was like, "This is very raw," and I fucking like that.
Unlock some. See, like it ain't even about the pleasure to me, to tell you the truth. But once again, I learned these things on the fly, that when you allow a woman to go there with you, the freedom they feel, and they just like you so much more that you allow her to get that nasty.
It actually is kind of true.
I like when they let you like.
I never thought about that philosophy.
Like you trust me to go this crazy? Oh my God!
It is, because it's very intimate. Yes. It's very intimate.
But it's important though, like and go back to our black women, is why they doing that. They know they had to fight for their lives. Because the number one resource in men is black men. So they got to win us back.
Black men are going out.
Right. They're trying to fight us against each other. So we got to pull together.
What is this fight, men versus women? Why is it a thing?
Crazy
Wait,
too.
we're fighting now? What's happening?
We've been on
the
podcasts and like it's been like.
But y'all with you, because y'all get it, because y'all, it's all about being realistic. Right. That's what the red pill really is. And you guys are. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's us all.
Are you red pill?
I'm not. They say I am.
They say I am too.
They say I'm the king of red pill, but I'm not really red pill.
I'm not either. I'm like, I just believe in worshiping the divine masculine, worshiping the divine feminine.
Yeah, so it's a spin on it. But I'm not. I am, but I ain't.
So that's what I tell them. I say I believe with a lot of red pill. I believe a lot of red pill concepts, but some of it I don't.
Some of it ain't for me.
It's like, come on, you can't call it a box.
Yeah, I don't want no robot at the crib. I want a woman to be able to talk to me. I hate
it when they call it a box. I get so pissed. I'm like, you guys cannot call it a box. This is so disrespectful. disrespectful.
Yeah. You got some more questions?
What's the deal with, like, a lot of women when they have sex afterwards, they have like yeast infections, BVs, and all of that.
Spray that juicery, yeah.
Really want to like understand that because there's a medical definition of it, right? Which we don't. I don't really know.
The
I don't.
HPV, or they're talking about HPV?
Not the HPVs.
Just
I'm talking about
discharge.
the because not the STDs, but something that's like BVs.
I understand.
And
it's just
yeast.
BVs, bacterial.
Yeah. So because usually they say it's because the pH balance is off.
Yeah.
The double dippery.
Yeah. So it's like, what's the deal with that? Can you talk a little bit more about that?
All right, I'm going to give you the energetic standpoint. I honestly think that STIs are. I got to be very careful how I say this because they're going to come for me. I don't fully believe in them. I believe that whatever the physical body just manifests that what the mind and the emotions hold and tell it to come forward. So if you have shame and you have sexual trauma, or you had a bad first sexual experience masturbating, or you had sexual trauma or assault, that's in your body. That stays in your cells. It stays in your yoni. That doesn't go anywhere unless you move it out. My work helps pull it out. But I think that is the reason why men and women get STIs. So when you're talking about bacteria vaginosis or getting this discharge after sex, I believe that's all energetic. I believe that if you're having sex with a man and you're getting that BV, that's not the right man. And you got to do a 180. I will tell you from personal experience. There was a guy that I was seeing when my son was young, and he was conscious. Like, we didn't eat meat. He was he was crazy about his health and spiritual and energy, and he was pretty aligned. And I liked him for that. But he was still seeing his baby's mom, and he told me. And even though the tantrics, we do practice open relationships as a way to master our ego, I wasn't with an open relationship at that moment. I had a newborn. I'm like still postpartum. I'm nursing. And I'm like, I'm not with that. But I would still occasionally sleep with them because I wasn't sleeping with anyone else.
For sure.
Every time I would have sex with him, I would get that. And I was like, what the fuck, man? So I finally broke it off with him. I did not, I was just like, I'm not having sex with him anymore. And as soon as I did that, everything cleared up.
Right.
And so I will say this all the time. If it's a no here, it's a no here. And if you ignore the no here and here, the body is going to show you it's a no.
Right.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? So I think, yes, could it be some kind of course, there could always be some kind of an imbalance. But that could also come from women putting strange in their yonis, like Summer's Eve and all these flowers, and I'm going to spray this powder up here that's full of chemicals and heavy metals, and I don't put unless it's an oil, like a organic lube. They use these lubes that are filled with all kinds of chemicals as well, things that are irritants. So I recommend using organic sesame, organic coconut oil, organic olive oil, any kind. Or the tantrics use ghee, organic ghee, because it's like a really good
tea tree
lube.
oil is good too.
Tea tree oil?
Yeah, like whenever you get the BV or something.
Oh, when
like,
you get the BV.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant just to put. I'm like, tea
No,
tree
no,
oil.
that'll burn you up.
Like,
I used to always dip my penis in some honey. I used to drop my dick in honey.
Yeah.
And then eat the honey. It's like purified.
No, I was going to say
that
if
penile tube.
you can put honey on it, have a woman lick it off, and you're
Come
good.
on now. I tell you, I
And
know
then
all
just-
this.
And then
I've been doing this stuff,
just
man.
take some ghee, slather it on. Psh, that's all
Go
you
ahead,
need.
get all
Just
that
have a full
motherfucker.
meal off him.
So-
Okay.
Yeah, get that.
Get all your organic sauces
Get
off of
everything.
it.
Get the
Have a
sea
good
moss
time.
on it.
Yeah,
Get the
put
sea
a
moss
little
on it.
sea moss.
Put
I
sea
do
moss
got the
on it.
organic
That'll be
sea
a
moss.
nice little.
That's a good one. I
nice
might gotta
lube
do
too.
that.
But so
Yeah.
I think a lot of it is self-induced. Women, you're putting too much shit in your yoni. You should steam. You should keep it clean. You know, you can douche with your own urine. You can do those types of things, but do not douche with anything. You could use an apple cider vinegar. Make sure it's not like the Bill Gates one, the Bragg's, because they got Katy Perry bought them out, and they're using the GMO.
And it changed a little bit after that,
engineered.
right?
Yeah, you can't use that one anymore. So you could make your own apple cider or find a clean one. And you could do a nice little douche that way. But don't use any of the over-the-counter products. And women are spraying that down there and using the lube that they get from Hustlers or wherever. And like
Use the energy as a lube, natural.
you
Oh,
can
that
get.
good spit. What about spit start that mother?
You can do that.
I'm the master
Coconut
goddamn
oil.
twin.
Coconut oil.
Boom.
Hawk to it.
Yeah, spit on that bitch and throw it in.
Get that shit and go.
Yeah,
But
get it going, baby. Got to juice it up.